The Waltons remains one of American television's most beloved family dramas, remembered for the Walton family, heartfelt stories, rural life, faith, hardship, and love during the Great Depression and World War II era. In this video, we'll look back at the cast, their real names, ages, memorable roles, and their lives after the series. We'll also remember the actors who are no longer with us. Let's return to Walton's Mountain, where family values and everyday moments made this show a lasting classic. Ralph Waite gave American television one of its most grounded father figures as John Walton Sr., the hardworking and principled head of the Walton family. Born on the 22nd of June 1928 in White Plains, New York, he was 44 when the Waltons premiered on CBS on the 14th of September, 1972. Waite brought John a quiet strength, plain-spoken warmth, and a stubborn moral center that made him feel less like a polished television dad and more like a real man trying to hold his family together through hardship. As a sawmill worker, husband, and father, the character represented discipline, loyalty, faith, and emotional restraint, often balancing tenderness with firm authority. Before becoming widely known in this role, Waite had served in the Marines, studied at Bucknell and Yale Divinity School, worked as a Presbyterian minister, and appeared in films such as Cool Hand Luke and 5 Easy Pieces. Later, he remained active in television, including memorable appearances in NCIS and Bones. Ralph Waite died on the 13th of February 2014 in Palm Desert, California, at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy closely tied to dignity, fatherhood, and quiet emotional honesty. Michael Learned became one of American television's most believable maternal figures as Olivia Walton, the gentle but resilient wife of John Walton Sr. and the emotional center of the Walton family. Born on the 9th of April, 1939, in Washington, D.C., she was 33 when the series first aired in 1972. Learned gave Olivia a calm strength, soft intelligence, and steady moral clarity, making her feel like a real mother shaped by faith, sacrifice, and hard rural life, rather than a simple, idealized homemaker. Her performance balanced tenderness with quiet firmness, especially in scenes where Olivia guided her children through poverty, illness, discipline, and changing times. Before becoming widely known, Learned trained for the stage and worked in theater, which helped give her screen presence a natural seriousness. The role brought her major recognition and 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, while she later won another Emmy for Nurse. As of May 2026, Michael Learned is 87 years old and remains remembered for bringing dignity, restraint, and deep emotional warmth to one of television's most enduring mothers. Richard Thomas became one of American television's most sensitive young leading actors as John Boy Walton, the thoughtful eldest son of the Walton family. Born Richard Earl Thomas on the 13th of June, 1951, in Manhattan, New York, he was 21 when the series first reached television audiences in 1972. Thomas gave John Boy a gentle seriousness, quiet ambition, and emotional honesty that made him stand apart from the usual image of a young male character. As a writer in the making, he often served as the family's observer, turning hardship, love, conflict, and daily life on Walton's Mountain into something deeply personal. Before this role, Thomas had already worked as a child actor on stage and television, but John Boy brought him national fame and earned him a Primetime Emmy Award. He later continued with roles in It, The Americans, Ozark, and major stage productions. As of May 2026, Richard Thomas is 74 years old and remains remembered for giving John Boy intelligence, sincerity, and a lasting sense of youthful hope. John Walmsley brought a gentle, musical sensitivity to the role of Jason Walton, the thoughtful second son in the Walton family. Born on the 6th of February, 1956, in Blackburn, Lancashire, England, he was 16 when the family drama began its regular television run in 1972. Walmsley gave Jason a quiet charm, shy warmth, and natural sincerity, making him feel like a boy slowly discovering his own voice, rather than simply living in John Boy's shadow. His real-life talent as a musician helped shape the character, especially as Jason's love for music became one of his defining qualities. Before becoming widely known, Walmsley had already worked as a child actor and also voiced Christopher Robin in Disney's Winnie the Pooh cartoons. Afterward, he focused more strongly on music, working as a guitarist, singer, composer, and producer. As of May 2026, John Walmsley is 70 years old and remains remembered for giving Jason Walton kindness, modesty, and a soft creative spirit. Judy Norton became one of the most familiar young faces of 1970s family television as Mary Ellen Walton, the spirited eldest daughter of John and Olivia Walton. Born on the 29th of January 1958 in Santa Monica, California, she was 14 when the series began its regular run in 1972. Norton gave Mary Ellen a lively mix of tomboy energy, sharp opinions, emotional honesty, and growing maturity, making her feel like more than just the oldest girl in a large household. Her character often stood out through ambition, impatience, loyalty, and a desire to build a life beyond the limits of Walton's mountain. As Mary Ellen grew from a strong-willed teenager into a nurse, wife, and mother, Norton brought a believable sense of change to the role. Before becoming widely known, she had already appeared in the 1971 television film The Homecoming, A Christmas Story. Later, she continued acting, directing, singing, and working in theater, while also appearing in several reunion projects. As of May 2026, Judy Norton is 68 years old and remains remembered for giving Mary Ellen Walton warmth, courage, and a strong, independent spirit. Eric Scott became one of the most recognizable young members of the Walton family as Ben Walton, the lively and often mischievous third son of John and Olivia. Born Eric Scott Maggot on the 20th of October 1958 in Los Angeles, California, he was 13 when the series began its regular run in 1972. His character was often curious, ambitious, and eager to prove himself, sometimes making mistakes, but usually showing a good heart beneath the stubbornness. As Ben grew older, Scott brought more maturity to the role, showing the transition from a playful child into a young husband, father, and working man. Before becoming widely known on television, he had appeared in commercials and shows such as Bewitched and Medical Center, as well as the 1971 film, The Homecoming, A Christmas Story. Later, Scott appeared in reunion projects and eventually moved into business. As of May 2026, Eric Scott is 67 years old and remains remembered for giving Ben Walton warmth, drive, and believable youthful spirit. Mary Beth McDonough became one of the familiar young faces of 1970s family television as Erin Walton, the sweet but sometimes uncertain middle daughter of John and Olivia Walton. Born Mary Elizabeth McDonough on the 4th of May, 1961, in Van Nuys, California, she was 11 when the family drama began its regular television run in 1972. McDonough gave Erin a gentle charm, youthful innocence, and quiet emotional honesty, making her feel like a girl trying to find her own place among stronger and louder siblings. Her character often reflected the struggles of growing up, wanting attention, seeking love, and learning confidence inside a large, close family. As Erin matured, McDonough brought more depth to the role, showing her move from childhood sweetness into young womanhood, work, romance, and responsibility. Afterward, she continued acting in television and film, appeared in reunion projects, and became a writer, director, speaker, and author of Lessons from the Mountain. As of May 2026, Mary Beth McDonough is 65 years old and remains remembered for bringing softness, sincerity, and relatable vulnerability to Erin Walton. David W. Harper became a familiar part of 1970s family television as Jim Bob Walton, the youngest son of John and Olivia Walton. Born David William Harper on the 4th of October 1961 in Abilene, Texas, he was 10 when the series began its regular run in 1972. Harper gave Jim Bob a quiet curiosity, boyish awkwardness, and practical imagination, making him feel like a child who often thought with his hands as much as his heart. His character stood out through a fascination with machines, cars, and airplanes, along with a shy desire to prove that he was capable of more than his older siblings expected. As Jim Bob grew older, Harper showed him moving from childhood uncertainty into young adulthood, work, responsibility, and a clearer sense of identity. Before the series, he had already played the same role in The Homecoming, A Christmas Story. Later, he appeared in The Blue and the Gray, Fletch, 315, and Reunion projects, before stepping away from regular acting. As of May 2026, David W. Harper is 64 years old and remains remembered for giving Jim Bob Walton innocence, mechanical spirit, and quiet sincerity. Cotler became one of the most recognizable child performers in 1970s family television as Elizabeth Walton, the youngest daughter of John and Olivia. Born on the 17th of June, 1965, in Long Beach, California, she was 7 when the series began its regular run in 1972. Cotler brought Elizabeth a bright innocence, sharp curiosity, and emotional openness that made her feel like a real little girl growing up inside a large and demanding household. Her character often added sweetness and sensitivity to the family story, but she was also outspoken, imaginative, and quietly determined as she moved from childhood into adolescence. Before becoming widely known, Cotler had already played Elizabeth in The Homecoming, A Christmas Story, and appeared in Me and the Chimp. After her acting years, she studied at the University of California, Berkeley, and built a second career in education as a teacher, school leader, and educational consultant. As of May 2026, Cotler is 60 years old and remains remembered for giving Elizabeth Walton innocence, spirit, and a gentle sense of wonder. Ellen Corby became one of television's most beloved elder figures as Esther, Grandma, Walton, the sharp, stubborn, and deeply devoted matriarch of the Walton family. Born Ellen Hansen on the 3rd of June, 1911, in Racine, Wisconsin, she was 61 when the family drama began its regular run in 1972. Corby gave Grandma Walton a memorable mix of plain-spoken wisdom, strict discipline, dry humor, and hidden tenderness, making her feel like a woman shaped by faith, hard work, and long experience. Her scenes with Grandpa Walton added warmth and gentle comedy, while her presence gave the household a strong sense of tradition and moral order. Before this role, Corby had worked for decades in Hollywood as a script assistant, screenwriter, and character actress, earning an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe for I Remember Mama. Her performance as Grandma brought her 3 Primetime Emmy Awards. After suffering a stroke in 1976, she later returned to the series with limited speech, giving the role an even deeper emotional weight. Ellen Corby died on the 14th of April, 1999, at the age of 87, and remains remembered for turning a grandmother figure into a symbol of strength, loyalty, and quiet dignity. Geer became one of television's most cherished elder figures as Zebulon Grandpa Walton, the warm, spirited, and wise grandfather at the heart of the Walton family. Born William Geer on the 9th of March 1902 in Frankfort, Indiana, he was 70 when the family drama began its regular run in 1972. Geer gave Grandpa Walton a lively mix of humor, tenderness, stubborn pride, and earthy wisdom, making him feel like a man deeply connected to family, land, and memory. His scenes often brought comfort and humor, especially through his loving bond with Grandma Walton and his gentle guidance of the children. Before this role, Geer had built a long career on stage and screen, appearing in films such as Winchester 73, In Cold Blood, and Jeremiah Johnson. He was also a musician, social activist, and the founder of the Theatricum Botanicum in California. His performance earned him a Primetime Emmy Award in 1975. Geer died on the 22nd of April, 1978, in Los Angeles at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, conviction, and unforgettable grandfatherly strength. Leslie Winston became a familiar later addition to the Walton family as Cindy Brunson Walton, the sweet, spirited wife of Ben Walton. Born on the 13th of May, 1956, in Austin, Texas, she was 22 when she first appeared as Cindy in 1979. Winston brought the character a warm, open-hearted charm, making Cindy feel more sincere and capable than the outsider the family first imagined her to be. As Ben's young wife, and later the mother of Virginia, she added a softer domestic layer to the story, showing the challenges of marriage, wartime separation, and starting a family at a young age. Before becoming known to viewers, Winston had studied drama and began building her career through television work, including appearances connected to Centennial. She later returned as Cindy in several reunion films and also appeared in shows such as L.A. Law. By May 2026, Leslie Winston turned 70 years old, and she remains remembered for giving Cindy Walton kindness, patience, and a gentle strength that fit naturally into the Mountain household. Robert Wightman became a later but important part of the Walton family story when he took over the role of John Boy Walton, the thoughtful eldest son and young writer originally made famous by Richard Thomas. Born on the 29th of December, 1952, in Los Angeles, California, he was 26 when he joined the series in 1979. Wightman faced the difficult task of stepping into a role already strongly connected with another actor, but he gave John Boy a quieter, more mature presence that fit the character's return as an older man shaped by work, distance, and experience. His version of John Boy felt less boyish and more reflective, showing someone still tied to home but also changed by the outside world. He played the role through the final seasons and returned in the 1982 television movie, A Day of Thanks, on Walton's Mountain. Outside this role, Wightman appeared in American Gigolo, Capital, Matlock, and Stepfather 3, while also working in theater. As of May 2026, Robert Wightman is 73 years old and remains remembered for carrying a difficult replacement role with restraint and sincerity. Joe Conley became one of the most familiar supporting faces of the Walton family story as Ike Godsey, the friendly but sometimes nervous storekeeper of Walton's Mountain, born Joseph Herbert Conley Jr. On the 3rd of March, 1928, in Buffalo, New York, he was 44 when the family drama began its regular run in 1972. Conley gave Ike a modest warmth, comic hesitation, and small-town sincerity that made him feel like more than just the man behind the counter. As the owner of the general store and later Cora Beth's patient husband, Ike often brought humor, gossip, kindness, and everyday community life into the story. Before becoming widely known, Conley served during the Korean War era, worked for years in small television roles, and also built a successful career in real estate. He later returned for several reunion films and wrote the memoir Ike Godsey of Walton's Mountain. Joe Conley died on the 7th of July, 2013, in Newbury Park, California, at the age of 85, and remains remembered for giving Ike Godsey a gentle, human, and quietly comic presence. Ronnie Claire Edwards became one of the most memorable supporting figures of Walton's Mountain as Corabeth Walton Godsey, the refined, talkative, and often dramatic wife of storekeeper Ike Godsey. Born on the 9th of February 1933 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, she was 42 when she joined the family drama in 1975. Edwards gave Corabeth a distinctive mix of nervous pride, comic sharpness, social ambition, and hidden loneliness, making her more than a simple busybody. Her character often brought humor and tension to the community, especially through her desire to appear cultured and proper, while still needing love, friendship, and acceptance. Before becoming widely recognized, Edwards had worked in theater and smaller screen roles, building a career marked by strong character work. She later appeared in Boone, Sarah, Designing Women, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and The Dead Pool, and also wrote memoirs. Ronnie Claire Edwards died on the 14th of June, 2016, in Dallas, Texas, at the age of 83, leaving behind a warm legacy as one of the show's most colorful and human personalities. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking back at the Waltons cast and the stories behind their memorable roles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Walton family moment or classic episode in the comments. See you in the next video.